Good day there, YouTube. It's your buddy Pete on the old 2022 Pan America today. We're going to be talking about the pros and cons of owning multiple motorcycles. And motorcycles that aren't the same brand. So, with that, let's get going. I want to thank you all for coming back and watching another one of my videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Little brief history. My name is Pete. I've got 3 different types of motorcycles, and that's probably why you're here, is to figure out what this guy's going to be talking about. If you're new, coming back, hey, thanks for stopping back in. All right, let's get to it. As you know, probably from the thumbnail, I have the 2022 Pan America, which is new. She's at 976 miles. I got it scheduled for the 1,000 mile service. I have a 2018 Honda Goldwing with about 24,000 miles on it, give or take. And I have a 2007 BMW R1200R. With that thing's got about 39,000 miles on it, give or take. Now, most people can go through life with one motorcycle. Me, I am not that guy. I love motorcycles. I always have, and always will. Hopefully I'll always be able to have one in my garage. You know, I'm sure there'll come a day where one will be enough, but right now 3 is better. Alright, so let's look at some of the cons of owning 3 bikes. Well, one of the cons is you can only ride one. That's a huge con for me. And that's some of the biggest things people say to me is, "Well, what do you got 3 bikes for? You can only ride one at a time, Pete." Yeah, there's reasons for that when we get to the pros. One of the cons are maintenance. I do most of my own maintenance on my bikes. I will be taking this one in for a 1,000 mile service because I just want to have them go through things. There might be a software update, and then they also have to fix my lower radiator hose. It is not in the right position, so it'll eventually explode. But minor things. So oil changes add up because I usually end up probably having to do at least 2 oil changes a year, maybe 1. Like the BMW doesn't get rid as much anymore, but so 2 on the Goldwing, probably going to be 2 or 3 on this, and it all adds up. And then you got your other stuff you don't think about. You got to do your brakes every couple of years, bleeding it, doing all that. That adds up. Tires can get extremely expensive these days, aren't they? They're just awful how much the tires cost. And then finding the right tires. This thing's only got 1,000 miles on it, but I'm going to be switching to the Aniki Wilds, or something like that soon. And so there's more money. Insurance. I ride with insurance on my motorcycles. I carry a high model injury cost. I carry a lot of insurance. For peace of mind for my wife. If something happens to me, I don't want us, to be financially ruined because I did something stupid. I want to have that coverage. And what's weird is in Florida, if you own your motorcycle outright, like I do, you actually don't have to have it insured at all. You can actually ride a motorcycle in Florida with no insurance. But that's where the helmet law comes in, because you have to have insurance to not wear a helmet. At least some personal protection or something like that. I forget exactly what it is, but it is in the rules. And then just general upkeep, washing them, cleaning them, keeping the batteries tended, it's all that stuff adds up. And now, you got more than one bike, you got to have a place to store them. I'm very blessed, as many of you know. I mean, I have a big 3-car garage. And I can fit 2 cars and 3 motorcycles in that garage. I can fit more motorcycles, really, if I wanted to. Not that that's going to happen because my wife sometimes watches these videos. So, honey, don't let it alarm you. I'm not looking for another bike. And that's a whole other issue. Storage. Where are you going to put them? Because I'm not storing my babies outside. You wouldn't let your child sleep outside, would you? You know. Now let's talk about apparel. I mean, and gear. Right now I'm just wearing my regular boots, regular coat, and just normal gloves and on this bike because I know I'm not doing any dirt riding today, right? So that's kind of nice because I can go between all three of these bikes. Um, with just some gear, but now if I'm going to go off road, which that's what this bike's made for and why I bought it, I have a whole different setup. I have, an ADV. I will look like that ADV nerd, that you see riding down the road with all their gear. The only thing I need to get is a new helmet for that, but that's down the road because, good Lord, let's face it, man, helmets are expensive, and I don't buy cheap helmets. This brain up here is too important. There's other parts of me I could do without, but your brain goes, you're done. You know. So your apparel adds up. I mean, just a new jacket, the ADV pants that I bought, I mean, that was close to what, about $600-700. Just a new gear. I mean, and granted, what's nice is I can wear that stuff on different when I ride the different bikes. I mean, my BMW, I'm not going to wear that stuff because let's face it, it's not what it's for. All right, now the pros to some of this stuff is if one of them breaks, I got two other ones to ride. I mean, let's face it, that's important because I know how some of you guys get, especially you winter people. Like I went through it this winter. I couldn't ride for, my bikes were in a storage facility, not in a garage, in a storage facility. I was freaking out. How you people do it up there in the north where you can't ride all the time? Like weekend down here in Florida, I would lose my mind. I know Robin Lee Biker was talking about that. She was mentioning that, she was going nuts because she's over in Australia. So having more than one bike to ride is important. Just in case one breaks. And unfortunately, I think the only one that's going to break the island is this one. But knock on plastic, she's been great so far. And I feel like I got a great winner here. I ride each bike differently. So, like, this bike rides differently than my Goldwing. My Goldwing, I can put my wife on that, hook our bush tuck trailer up to it, and I can tour this country everywhere except for massive dirt roads and the back roads and stuff like that you wouldn't do on that bike anyway. But the reliability, everything like that, it's second to none. I mean, you're just going to be able to go and go and go. Now with the BMW, I've done one tour on it, like a 2,000-mile long weekend. Oh, I was utterly miserable. I mean, granted, I have the big side panners for it, and it was fine. But oh my God, it was awesome in the mountains, but it stinks. But riding around here just for little putts like this, and there are some nicer twisty roads that we've been on together. If you watch my videos, it's just fun, man. You just get off and you have fun. This one, I bought it for a completely different reason, so I can ride dirt. I mean, I want to get out there and do a little bit more backcountry exploring. Not that I'm going to go psycho and I'm not looking to go up any heavy Rocky Mountain pass. I'm not looking to go over, the Rocky Mountains or do anything crazy. I'm looking for nice gravel roads, hard packed dirt roads, and stuff like that. And I think that's where this bike fits in. I mean, yes, we've all seen the videos. It can do a lot more, but when it's your bike, you're not going to do stuff like that because you got to fix it. And it costs a lot. Back to the expense thing. Plus, the one biggest thing is I can get off these bikes and every one of them puts a smile on my face. And that's the most important thing. If you're getting off a bike and you're just like, it's time for a new bike. Don't tell your spouse that I said that, but if you're just getting off going, you know what, I'm just kind of bored with it, then you need a new bike. So anyway, what are some of your thoughts on pros and cons? I guess the nice thing is, too, if you're just a Harley rider where you got like maybe a Road Glide and a Road King, somebody, all you need are black leather. I mean, if you own two Harleys, what do you need? You just need black leather, and a t-shirt, maybe gloves, sometimes a helmet. But anyway, not to dig on anybody, but that's just fun. So anywho, doodlies, if you stuck along this long, I just want to thank you for watching. If you would, please give it a like. And if you really like it and you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. So until we talk again, this is your pal Pete, and we will see you on the flip side.